One side being for and the other against is what make a debate, and the moot gay marriage arms the institution of traditional marriage spool much opinions and facts from both sides.
If society values its children, it must reject gay marriage. Same-sex marriage would reinforce a declining emphasis on procreation as a key purpose of marriage, resulting in lower birth rate.
This topic affirms that gay marriage, without a doubt, unquestionably and undeniably hurts the institution of marriage. Not that it may, or perhaps it could, but absolutely harms traditional marriage.
Children of a same-sex marriage will always be deprived of his natural mother and father. He will always be raised by one party who has no blood relations with him. He will always be deprived of either a father or a mother role model.
I find it completely and absolutely impossible and quite selfish to think that others choosing to marry the same sex will somehow cause the demise of heterosexual marriages. That's simply ridiculous.
It was a debate at its best between St. George's Secondary, who took home the win against Brigado Flax Educational Center, as they kickstart the Ministry of Education and Culture's inter-secondary school debate preliminary competitions. This took place at the Eileen Parson L. Auditorium at the H. Laverty Stout Community College on January 30, 2017.
Who do homosexuals harm? Show us the evidence where they have wreaked havoc on society. Once again, Mr. Moderator, we are still empty-handed.
The opposition has failed miserably to convince us all that gay marriage does not harm the institution of traditional marriage. Please, don't let them mislead you.
In another round of the preliminary leg of the debate, Virgin Islands School for Technical Study, VISTS, emerged the winner, opposing the moot higher taxes should be levied on junk foods.
Again, based on research by the World Health Organization, we cannot accurately determine which food solely contributes to non-communicable disease, and we do not have a solid definition on the term junk food.
In an article published by the World Health Organization, it was noted that it is difficult to accurately quantify how much the various foods contribute to health problems, and thus difficult to determine which food should be classified as junk food. Based on some of the information revealed in the STEP survey of 2009, contradicted here in the Virgin Islands, it did not take into consideration some of these diseases are inherited from generation to generation. Among all potential unhealthy habits that people may enjoy, junk food would be unfairly signaled out.
As the second speaker from this BVI 7th Adventist School showed no interest in small businesses, as she embraced and she stumped on the selling of ice creams, hamburgers, bakery goods, and other items one can receive after hours.
On the proposing side was the BVI 7th-day Adventist School.
Be the cornerstone of the global response to NCDs, but prevention has to overcome a number of obstacles to be successful. The first obstacle is political clout. Too often when public health policies threaten industry profits, political clout wins and health is put on the back burner. A highly successful measure that governments around the world have used is taxation. As stated in the Oxford Dictionary, a tax is a compulsory contribution to state revenue levied by the government on goods, services, and transactions. According to WHO, Denmark introduced the world's first fat tax in October 2011 by imposing a surcharge on all foods, including those made from natural ingredients that contain more than 2.3% saturated fat. Hungary also imposed a tax on packaged foods that contain unhealthy concentrations, such as beverages containing more than 20 milligrams of caffeine per 100 milliliters. It's true that there are some persons that may not afford it, but it is either to spend your money wisely and buy healthy food, or in the future, you will face health problems, which includes medication, healthcare, and hospital fees, which is way expensier than healthy food.